Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Arknights Perish in Frost episode number 1 reaction. Okay, I had reacted to the first season of the Arknight anime. I think it was called Prelude to Dawn, and I reacted to it a bit late because I didn't have time when it was airing. So I reacted to, like, I feel like quite a few months later, and I talked about that. I talked about my whole, what can I say, like my history with Arknights. I did play the game a little bit, and I did get quite a few characters. But since I play a few other gacha games and, like, with my anime and stuff, I didn't get enough time to continue it. And Arknights is a game that I wanted not just to rush through, but to actually read the story. But since I didn't have enough time, I decided to give up. But then the anime came out, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, I can get to know the story at least. And I watched and reacted to season 1. It was great. I have forgotten a few of the names as far as, like, my memory goes, and yeah, but obviously by watching this season, I'll get reminded of that again. But that was my history with Arknights. So this is the newest season that has come out, and yeah, let's get started then. This is my reaction to episode number 1, and yeah, so I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer over here. Obviously the video won't be provided because of copyright problems. uh, Play the original video alongside my reaction, sync it to the timer, and let us begin. Right, so here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Like I said, I might have forgotten the names. Okay. Okay, wait, I do recognize them, but I forgot their names. From the game, I recognize from the game. This girl, remember, they give her for free in the game at the beginning. Goddamn! Ooh. But if, exactly. Hmm. Alright, let's hear the opening. The first season opening was amazing. Whoa. What the? Wait, is this Myth and Roy? It's Myth and Roy, isn't it? I think so. Yep, it's Myth and Roy. Okay. Yep, Myth and Roy. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, this is a really fun song. Okay. Right. Oh, we're back in Rose Island, yeah. Hmm. Someone's Kelsey's here. Mm. Right. New mission? Oh. Oh yeah, I remember her. I think it's like something that inhibits her neuropathy or something. I don't know. Mm. Oh yeah, this is. Damn. Oh, dragon lady. Oh, she's talking to Chen. Wow, you have quite a extensive voice range. uh, mm, mm. Well, everyone is. Yeah, everyone is has been affected in their own way. Mm, yeah, I guess, but yeah, she couldn't. It can't help it. Yeah, like the thing, like where we take control stuff, when we take stuff in our hands, we become responsible for a certain thing, and which is probably something that scares everyone. Being responsible for something. Mm. Yeah, like yeah, everyone has been affected. Mm. Oh, these guys. I forgot. Actually, yeah. I forgot everyone's name. What's wrong with me? It's been... Okay, let me see. I think Liscarm. I don't remember the other two's names. I do recognize. Oh, Texas and Franca. I think the brown-haired girl, Franca. I think something like that. Hmm. Work. Yes. Frostleaf. That's her name. Oh yeah, she's a healer as far as I can remember. No, or maybe not. I'm making a mistake. Yeti. Hmm. No boy, this is not good. Yeah. It's as if like they're walking to an ambush or something. Oh my god, this guy's back again. What was his name? Mephisto or something? Yeah. Great. For a moment I thought he was talking to us. Okay. It's W. Or what's her name, W? Hmm. Oh, they do know that we're here. Okay, great. Oh, I just realized even Kelshi has one of those rings. Oh no. Hmm. Okay. I like how they did the. Okay. I don't recognize these two. Okay, that's Hoshiguma and Hoshiguma and Jen, yeah. Hmm. This is one of the nomadic cities that split from. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Catastrophe aftershock. I see. Hmm. What is this? Oh, everything's frozen. Okay. Wait, did the doctor not come with us? Oh, there he is. Someone was like, where is he? Whoa. Uh, hmm. What? Who is that? What the? What's happening? Oh my god. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, everything's frozen over there. So is someone with the frost ability? Okay. Hmm. Okay. She knows. Apparently knows that person. Hmm. Okay. Oh god. Oh, there she is. Frostleaf. I think that was her name. Yeah. Probably there hiding or something. Oh, they split up. Okay. Hmm. Great. This guy's here. Hmm. What? Yeah. Maybe because of the gold. Yeah. Battery is down. Who? Okay. The person who's making everything, freezing everything, I'm guessing? Okay. Oh, Meteorite. Oh, yeah, I remember her. I had her when I played the game. She's like an AoE archer or something, I think. Hmm. Oh, yeah, Jessica, that's her name. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm remembering. Oh, great. Alright, at least we regrouped now. So, okay. What? What? What is happening? What is he burning? Oh, are those people? What? Whoa, something's happening. Whoa. Okay, well, there you go, Mephisto. Your whatever you tried to do is now just completely. It froze the fire. That's crazy. Okay, who are these? Like, wait, they're also part of Reunion? Oh my god. I thought they were maybe Yetis. Cross Nova. Okay. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay, that's. Okay, let's listen to the ending. Hmm. Oh, Rihanna. Yep. Okay, this is a good song. Obviously, it's Rihanna, so. Okay. I do recognize a few characters from the ending, but okay, that's it. But I don't know their name. I don't know their names. I just remember them from when I played the game. I just saw them as characters, and that's it. Um, for example, in the end, what was her name? Frost Nova. I feel like I've seen her as well in the game, but I didn't know her name or anything about her. So yeah. All right, this was the first episode of season 2, or you could say this is episode, I think, 9. I think, wait, the first season had how many episodes? 8 or something? Something like that, I think. Okay, so this episode, we get to see. This was, I guess you could say, like an introductory episode to whatever's going to happen from here onwards. So basically what happened is that we are joining another group, or like like some characters that we didn't see in the first season, or we briefly saw in the first season. We're going to join them on their mission now that they are in a little bit of trouble with the whole situation here. And obviously the first season's characters who we got to see were Liscarm, I think Franca, that's the name, correct me if I'm wrong, and Texas. They were like the ones who were accompanying us by the like by the middle of the story in first season. Obviously, and obviously Exusai and all of them as well. So they are going on a different mission, I'm guessing, or they have their own thing to do. Now we'll be joining them, which obviously, like, this is how I guess you could say gacha games go mostly, because we have like little, not only in Arknights and most gacha games that we play, like in FGO as well, where the certain characters in one chapter or two chapters, certain characters are involved, and then after dealing with that situation, we go on a journey with a different set of characters. That's how we get to know all of them, and by the end of it, maybe there's like a chapter almost in the end where all the characters come together, and like something like that happens. So this is another set of chapters, I'm guessing. I don't know how many chapters they covered in the first season. This is another set of chapters and a completely new story and a new adventure. Cannot really call this an adventure because it's so depressing. So yeah, it's a new situation. Okay, so first of all, the characters that I recognized here, obviously the characters from season 1, I do know them, but a few new characters that I recognize. I did recognize Jessica, I think that was her name. I recognized her. Obviously, I'm pretty sure anyone who has played Arknights for at least an hour will recognize her, because she's one of the characters, one of the archers that are given to you for free in the beginning. I think she was like a 4-star operator as far as I can remember, and apparently she's quite good, because I remember everyone like telling, I checked out a few guides in the internet when I played the game, because obviously if you play Arknights, you need to get to know the guides. It's quite difficult, the game. So I remember everyone saying like level up Jessica because she's extremely strong later on, I think like when you unlock her skills and stuff. So yeah, I remember her, and that's the first character I recognized. I recognized Frostleaf as well, but I didn't know her name or anything else. I just recognized her by her face. And then Meteorite. Honestly speaking, I didn't recognize Meteorite at all. When they told her name, I was like, oh wait, this is Meteorite? Because I had Meteorite in the game. I think I got her in one of the banners. And I remember her being a character who does AoE damage, and it's kind of like an archer. I forgot what they called them. The class that she was in was a class where you're an archer, but you do AoE damage. I forgot the name. What was the name? Bombardier or something? No. Whatever it was. But I remember having her, and she was quite strong. She used to do AoE damage as an archer. And yeah, so Meteorite I recognized when I got to know her name. And then a few other characters, I think. The end, the girl who comes in, I think her name Frost Nova or something. I recognized her from her face. I saw her. I feel like somewhere, but I didn't know her name or anything about her. So yeah, these were the few characters that were shown in this episode. And yeah, all right. What else? Okay, so here in this episode, we get to see Doctor and Amiya going on another mission, trying to help the people or our operators who we lost contact with. And this place is like completely, everything's like frozen. And we saw Jessica being almost traumatized in the end. Obviously, they saw a few stuff, I'm guessing, like that's why they got traumatized, which we are going to see now after, I'm guessing, the next episode. Frost Nova is probably the reason why she got so, like shaken up. But obviously, Mephisto's back again, and we are facing a new enemy here. Frost Nova, I'm guessing. Now, here, I don't know. At first, I expected them to be someone who's like a third party or something. I didn't expect them to be working with Reunion. But it seems like they're also working with Reunion. Okay. Like, I don't know why. I just thought maybe they were like a third party or something. Like the Lungmen. Something like that, I thought. They were like another group of people who had some other sort of, like mission or something. But it turns out, it seems like when Mephisto like called them, like, oh, like, the princess of the Yetis, Frost Nova. So it seems like they are also part of Reunion, which is, I guess, a problem again. Yeah, another thing we got to see in this episode is that Anya has realized her, I guess you could say, what she did in the previous season, where she didn't actually confront Misha. She decided to back down, and she's realized that sometimes it is important to take action even if it is very difficult. And she has learned from that, and she's grown from that, and we can see a proof of that in this episode, where she says, when doctor is like, oh, don't look, and she's like, oh no, I have to face this, I have to look at the back part as well, I cannot just turn my eyes away and try to be in the dark forever, I have to face it. Like we can see the proof that she has, or she is in the process of changing, or trying to at least change herself. In a world like this, she has to get better at accepting stuff for the way they are, and take the good and the bad of everything. Now this kind of reminded me of another, I guess you could say, another story or a visual novel that I read. The whole not concept, but the whole thing about accepting something and dirtying your own hands, which we get to see Amiya kind of explains that here as well. Basically, like, whenever certain situations come like this, most of us, or maximum of us, who have no experience in any of a difficult situation where we have to take a decision, we try to just go back and not get involved in this. Obviously, the biggest reason behind that is taking responsibility and dirtying my own hands. So this is one thing that a lot of characters who have gotten used to all of this, they can easily do. Unlike people who are new to something, who are completely new to a situation like this. So dirtying one's own hands means obviously taking decisions, important decisions, which may result in something, or may result in something that you don't want and is morally incorrect. But you have to do that so that, you can at least try to change the situation. If the situation isn't changed, then you have to accept the fact that it was a loss. So that's what Anya said, that I should have gotten involved with Misha. Since she decided to go back and not dirty her own hands, she now is filled with regret, and she's now thinking, maybe I could have done something there, maybe I could have saved her. But the fact that she was scared, in case it doesn't go the way she intended, then she will be the one who would be responsible for the end of Misha, and she didn't want to take that. And that is what I'm trying to say by dirtying one's own hands. It's a very difficult situation. Like I said, I've seen this, or I've read this in another visual novel quite a while ago, and I remember that story explained this so beautifully. It was the visual novel was called Muv-Luv Alternative, and there is an anime for Muv-Luv. It's trash, don't watch that. But yeah, the visual novel for Muv-Luv is one of the highest rated visual novels. It's one of the best things, and it's about military, time travel, parallel worlds, and stuff like that. And since it's related to military, I remember there was a scene where a certain character explained to the main character that the fact that you didn't do anything in this situation makes you a coward. You didn't dirty your own hands because you're afraid of taking responsibility if things goes wrong. If you are in a situation like this, which was obviously war and like stuff that was happening, you have to take responsibility and you have to dirty your own hands if you want to accomplish something. If you don't dirty your own hands, then you're a coward. You're not fit for fighting in the front lines. And that's the thing. And that is what Amiya realized, I guess you could say here. And that is why in the end of this episode, we can see her trying to confront and see whatever is happening and not trying to shy away from the brutality of this world and whatever messed up stuff are happening. Okay, so yeah, that was a great episode, a great introductory episode to season 2. Right, so let me talk about this episode scene by scene now that I've given my first impressions. So in the beginning of this episode, we get to see this new group, Jessica, Frostleaf, and Meteorite. They are on their own mission of, like confronting Reunion and like checking out like a place, what's going on. And so Kelshi has told them not to directly get involved in any fighting, just scout and report, that kind of thing. But obviously, like, they are in a mission like this and there's enemies everywhere, so you cannot really do anything if you suddenly fall into a situation where you have to get involved and fight. So yeah, like, situations happen, as we saw over there, where they suddenly got involved in a situation and they had to fight. So yeah, okay, so that was the first introductory scene, and then we go back to Kelshi and Amiya, and we see Amiya was struggling, and like I said, Amiya here was thinking about why she did not take that step. If she took that step and tried to help Misha, maybe it would have been different. But she's there in her room, and Kelshi's doctor is concerned. Kelshi tells doctor that, like, you have to stay by her side and lend her support. Also, she mentions something else. She says that keep an eye on her rings. We've seen she has like multiple, like she has like 5 rings in each hand of all the 5 fingers. Excuse me. And now I don't remember if they explained what it does in season 1. If they explained, I've probably forgotten. If they didn't, my guess is obviously it's pretty obvious, an obvious guess, which is I'm guessing it probably inhibits her oripathy. Otherwise, why else would that be there? Also, I didn't realize, but now that I'm looking at it, and later on in the show when I was reacting to it, I realized that Kelshi is also wearing, I think, 1 or 2 of the rings. Again, I'm guessing that is a method to reduce or inhibit oripathy. That is probably why Kelshi is also wearing it. She doesn't have like as much as Amiya. Amiya has like 5 or 10 of them in each hand, in both the hands. And I think like Kelshi has like 1 or 2. We kind of saw. Yeah, 1 in this finger, the index finger, I think. Yeah. And she said that is very important to her health. Like, keep an eye on that. Okay. Now we get to see that Amiya is walking and she's thinking about what happened, how she wants to save everyone, and if she wants to do that, she has to control herself, and not only that, she has to also face these situations and face them and overcome them. Then we get to see Chen interacting with a little kid, and the kid was like, giving her like a little plushie toy. And yeah, and Amiya realizes that even Chen is suffering and struggling from what happened, because obviously everyone was affected from this whole situation in season 1, and everyone has different worries, different things that they are concerned and suffering from, and have their own own things to think about. Chen was also affected, and she's also suffering. Okay, and then later on, Amiya meets Doctor, and then Amiya, obviously we can see that Amiya has completely made up her mind, and she's like, I have made up my mind that back then I thought it was Misha I was up against, even though I thought even though it was Misha I was up against, I should have fought her. There you go. Like I said, I wasted the time Madam Chen brought me and made a mistake. Even if I had to hurt her, I should have fought to save her. There you go. Like I said, taking action, being proactive, it's very difficult, because whenever we take action, there's an equal chance of failing at that. So failing at something and blaming oneself about the consequences is a very scary thought. So that is why most of the time, most of the human beings, not only in anime, I'm talking about real life as well, we struggle and we, like kind of double guess ourselves into taking a decision, fearing the fact that if it fails, it'll be our responsibility. So it's better just to stay down and not get involved in it at all. At least then it won't be our responsibility. But yeah, if you do that and if the thing goes wrong, you will be blaming yourself, thinking that you might have had a chance, at least a 20% chance of doing something and making it, changing the consequence, but you didn't. And that is why maybe that's what happened. This is how it ended. And Amiya's thinking about the same things, about the whole Misha situation. Okay. Alright, so after that, we get to see the girls, the Penguin Logistic girls, Exis. I always forget the pronunciation of her name. Exai? No. Exia. Okay. Exia and all the other girls like Liz Carm, Texas and Franca, I think, yeah. They come back and they're like, oh, they're like talking to Amiya and they're like, we have to do something, like, see you later. They leave. Okay, and then we're back to the girls, Meteorite and them, Frostleaf, Jessica. So here we get to see they realize something weird is going on. Everything's kind of freezing, and they talk about the Yetis and how this situation seems very weird because it seems that they're walking into an ambush or something. So they get to see Reunion members over there, Mephisto, talking to them. And okay, what was her name? The girl. I called her W, but I don't think her name was W. What was her name? What was it? I don't remember. I remember in season 1 as well making the same mistake. I mixed up W with another character who kind of looked the same. And I kind of mixed up Crown Slayer and, like the other person as well. Like these few characters I kind of get confused with and I kind of mix them up. So I feel like I'm doing that again. Anyways, whoever this person was, obviously we saw her in season 1. She was the one who was trying to kind of, like fan the flames. You remember the whole situation with Misha as well and everything. So yeah. So she's here and she's like, again, fanning the flames, just like she did in season 1. This time, against Mephisto. But obviously Mephisto realizes that we are kind of eavesdropping. So in the end, he's like, all right, get them. So in the headquarters, we lose contact with the girls. And Kelshi is concerned. So Amiya's like, let me and Doctor go. And take care of the situation. So yeah, they're off. So Chen and Hoshiguma kind of joins us, to kind of go there and help us out. Because obviously they have their own goals, defeating the Reunion. So, alright, so they come to this place. What was the name of this place? Just a minute. According to the information we have, this is one of the nomadic cities that split from the core city during the Chernobog incident. Okay, the SS government has already written it off. Okay, did they mention the name of this place? I think they did. I just cannot find it. Okay, anyways, they talk about how a catastrophe is aftershock and like affected this place, all that stuff, and how they cannot let this become a reunion stronghold. So they're off, and they can see that things are getting a little bit chilly. The floor of this place is frozen, and yeah, as they go forward and forward, they realize if they go more in, they might be get infected. The whole situation in front is a bit dicey. So Amiya's like, Chen and Hoshiguma, you two stay here. We cannot really let you get involved in this. And then suddenly Chen sees someone. Okay, who is this person that she sees? But at first I thought it was Frost Nova, but Frost Nova is someone different who comes later on. Okay, she sees someone in the distance. Wait a minute, let me check. Rewatch this scene again. Oh, red hair. No. Or no, wait. Okay. No, white hair. Who is that? Okay. And two horns. So she rushes off, and she's like, I'm guessing she recognizes her or something. Hoshiguma realizes that the reunion has started attacking, so Hoshiguma starts stalling them, while Amiya and the doctor rush off to find Chen. While all of this is happening, you can see Kelshi is patching up a few people, and she realizes that the injuries that they have gotten is from frostbite. So again, we're back to Doctor and Amiya, and I'm guessing Chen lost this person. So Amiya's like, Madam Chen, you should probably go back. Even if it's a trap, we have to move forward. You don't have to get involved in this. And Chen is like, all right, like, let's regroup later on. So yeah, so she goes off. So Amiya and Doctor are again moving alone, and then we get to see Frostbite come in, and we get reunited with No, wait a minute, Frostleaf. Why am I calling her Frost? Okay, Frostleaf. There's a lot of characters with frost in this in this season. Frostleaf, Frostnova. Okay. The Frostleaf comes in, and yeah, she rejoins us, and she says that she does know where our other allies are, so we can regroup with them. We get to see Mephisto parading the whole place and just being as annoying and obnoxious as he is, and he's just bluffing. He's like, oh, we're going to get your your friends, we're going to break their fingers or something like that. Obviously Frosty is like, don't fall for it. He's bluffing, and there's no connection here. Obviously the whole place is frozen. The battery is dead, probably the foam batteries. So yeah, when Mephisto goes away, they decide to go back and regroup with Meteorite and Jessica. So Jessica's traumatized because of some reason we don't know still, we haven't seen. It's probably related to Frost Nova. Yeah, in the end we get to see Mephisto again being as obnoxious as he is, and he's like, oh, let me show you guys how strong we are. And they put oil or something and just put it on fire, and the whole reunion sign comes in the building, and he's like, ah, look at this, we're gonna destroy everything, yeah. So now here's a question. They say something about smell, I think the doctor says something, the smell, I don't understand, did they were they burning bodies here? Is that why, when Amiya was looking, Doctor was like, don't look, and Amiya was like, no, I have to see this? Because if it's just flame, yeah, what's the problem? I'm guessing they were probably burning the people over there or something like that. That's why it was so messed up, and that's why the Doctor was like, don't look. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, yeah, even Mephisto says, look, this is what happens when everyone oppresses us. To anyone who'd oppress us. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, Amiya says, no matter how tragic it is, I have to witness it with my own eyes. Yeah, get involved in this, because there might be a chance that she could change something. instead of regretting it down the line for not getting involved, just in fear of taking responsibility. Instead of that, just getting involved in something, and if you fail, you failed, you cannot do anything, you have to live with the guilt. But at least you won't be bashing yourself thinking that maybe I could have changed it, maybe I could have done something. Okay, so here in the end, obviously, Anya comes and confronts Mephisto, and then suddenly everything starts getting frozen. Jessica's traumatized, like we saw, and in the end, we get to see Mephisto give an introduction of this certain person who's coming towards us. Her name is, she's one of the Yetis, and her name is Frost Nova. That's where it ended. So yeah, obviously we'll have to fight her, I'm guessing. Next episode, let's see what happens. So that was it. That was my reaction to episode number 1 of Arknights season 2. Wait, I just forgot the name of the season. Frost? No, Perish in Frost. Yeah, Perish in Frost. Arknights Perish in Frost, episode number 1. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. Yeah, so that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of Arknights. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.